Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Dana Hicks, the show director for TISE, and most of us call it Surfaces, which starts next week. Dana, how you doing?
Good. Nice to be with you.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you. I know I've caught you early out in Vegas, and you're out there putting the show together. And this thing kicks off Monday with education, and then the exhibits open on Tuesday. Though before we get into the show, let's talk a little bit about your background. You spent a long time in Phoenix. You've been with Informa on again, off again for about 17 years. You took this role as show director. We ran it on Floor Daily, I believe, in August of last year. But I'd like to highlight this friend of mine, Phil Koufadakis, who runs Baker Brothers. You spent some time with him as well, right?
I sure did. In my break from Informa, I was a design consultant for Baker Brothers in the Phoenix area, which Phil heads up.
Well, that's good because that gives you even more flavor for the flooring market. I'm looking at your website, too. I'd like to mention this. You're showing some flooring vignettes, which I love that. Because when you go to a trade show, you can see racks and racks of products, but to see flooring in an environment, that really shows the fashion part of the business. So that's something new this year, isn't it?
It is. It's a new feature, and people are looking for trends and how you put things together, and it gives a great visual to see some products and surfaces in different vignettes on the show floor to give people idea of what things are trending for in 2020.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about the show. Starts next week. I'm sure being a certified exhibit manager, which I think that's interesting. You have to have a license to do this, but you are licensed to do what you do. And I'm sure you're tracking what you think the attendance is going to be. Give us a feel for what you think is going to happen next week.
We are on pace and have been tracking very well. Both exhibitors and attendance is trending up, and we should have our largest attended show ever.
Is that right?
Yeah. People like Vegas. It's a great destination to do an event. It's accessible, and people just tip to want to come and enjoy the show. And we're also over the Las Vegas market dates, which is a design show, and we have a program with them where we have a shuttle service running back and forth, and that's helping us get some new attendance for them and as us as well.
Yeah, let me highlight that for a quick second because that's kind of a furniture and rug show over there, and like you say, it is real fashion-oriented.
Yes.
It's about 6-7 miles away. You're going to be running shuttles back and forth, and your dates overlap, so you can come to Surfaces and you can get on a bus and run up to the Las Vegas market. Now, that market's changed because the company that owns the Las Vegas market also owns the Atlanta market. It owns the High Point market. There's been some consolidation there, but it looks like the Vegas show is winning out, so should be a good crowd there as well, right?
Yeah. The last 2 days of exhibits is when they cross over.
So Wednesday and Thursday of next week.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about a couple things that are new for the show. Most people who are listening to this, they've already got their ticket. They're going to come in probably Sunday or Monday. So what do we need to make sure that we mention that they don't want to miss?
We definitely have some focus this year on design trends and and people are looking for those kind of things, especially with TV nowadays. So we have a Design Bites luncheon.
Yeah.
Jennifer Farrow, who's a nationally recognized designer, is going to do a presentation on trends of color and style for 2020. Mm-hmm. That's a great way to spend an hour and a half of your day. And then we also have the Dish on the show floor, which is another place where key exhibitors are going to do product demonstrations and show trends and new products and services offered. And then, as we mentioned, those vignettes are also a part of that Dish and the Style Hub.
The Dish stands for Design and Installation Showcase Hub, and so that's what you're talking about there. And you've been doing that, but you've kind of freshened what's going on there, right?
We are. It's a refresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We also have a Tech Hub that's new this year. What it is just a focused area on the show floor where technology companies can be in one general area, making it easy for the attendees, and then there's a small stage where they can be showcasing their products and services.
And I've looked at the weather. Looks like we're going to have some nice weather out there. We've been to Surfaces before, and it's been snowing. I'm seeing a high of 65 while we're out there, so that's good news, isn't it?
Yeah, I think every day it's sunshine and like 65 or 68, so it should be just a beautiful week here.
All right, Dan. Well, thanks for the update on the show. Look forward to seeing you out there next week. Again, been talking to Dana Hicks, the show director for the TISE show, the International Surfaces event. And you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.